not going to be that perfect here tonight.
Reggie Miller and one as he got a step on Houston and laid it in.
Bird would love to see Reggie Miller do this more. Put his head down and get to the hoop. That'll give you trips to the foul line, incidental contact, get to that championship round. He knows it's domination of the basket area.
Miller completes the three-point play.
Now for Jeff Van Gundy.
Trying to find Reggie Miller as he's chasing off a couple of screens.
Back to Dale Davis, picked up by Ewing. Ewing gave him a pretty good shove, which seemed to just help the Davis momentum. And Dale Davis gets a shove from Ewing and puts it in to give Indiana a 1-point lead.
3 and 4, they were very cool, and everyone was saying this is not a team with a lot of heart, and tonight, a lot of fire.
You got Camby, you got Thomas, or you got Ewing. He says there's no coach in the NBA who wouldn't pick Patrick Ewing.
For a minute, the Knicks in the playoffs. 1994 at the Garden, he scored 25 of his 39 points in the fourth quarter to lead Indiana to a dramatic come-from-behind victory. The following year, he scored 8 points in the final 16 seconds as the Pacers stunned the Knicks with a Game-1 victory en route to their series win. Then 2 years ago in Game 4, his three-pointer in the closing seconds kept the Knicks from tying the series as Indiana won the game in overtime, then wrapped up the series in the next game.
It put a lot of pressure on now Chris Childs and early on Charlie Ward.
Reggie Miller got away from Sprewell and made him pay as Miller knocks down his 7th point of the first half.
Make some sort of statistical contribution here.
Miller, quick shot, nobody shoots quicker, and Miller on target again. How do you defend that? He has 9 points.
Somehow tightening up now.
Yeah, but it helps when a team starts to stand and only play from the perimeter. Reggie Miller silences the crowd.
Reggie Miller gets the first. Houston missing.
But that first half did nothing to quelch the speculation about the Knicks better or worse with Patrick Ewing.
And there's Reggie Miller. Look.
When Reggie Miller is coming at you like this, that's when he's most dangerous. Pulls up, gets a foot behind the line to make sure he's got
5 to shoot. Here's Best back to Miller. Open 3. Reggie Miller got it.
So Miller has 8 in the quarter and ties the ball game up.
Miller.
Childs got 4 fouls.
And Miller shoots a 3. Reggie Miller. We called for a Miller explosion if Indiana was to win on the road.
But with Reggie Miller standing back, jab step, 2 of them, no defense, so much height, so much size.
Chris Childs has just picked up his 5th foul.
Reggie Miller is a guy that believes he's never in a slump, and he also believes that when you need a big basket made, he's the guy that you should look for. And in a third quarter in which his team struggled to find points, it was Reggie Miller that made just enough to keep them in the ball game.
But it can't just be Latrell Sprewell. Marcus Camby has done very little tonight. Same for Larry Johnson.
Miller for 3.
Timeout, Van Gundy. He's seen enough. The defensive
act once more. Indiana's on a 10-0 run. Reggie Miller has scored 14 of Indiana's second half points. And Indiana is up 72-65. The ball. They have 8 to shoot. Miller against Sprewell. Steps back and delivers another 3. Reggie Miller with another dagger, darting back behind the three-point line and knocking it down. He has 26 against the team he says he hates, the team they had to beat to get to the final.
Well, it's time for Allen Houston to get back in the ball game. They've got to have a true stick from the outside since the Knicks are stuck on the perimeter. But Reggie Miller saying, look, there's only one way we're going to win this game, and that's going to be with me.
Do you think a lot of fouls?
You think there's a need for Rick to be in this ball game today?
If this game, right here, Game 6, turns out to be the same thing, it would be an exorcist of
point guard. You know, Travis Best was hot and got into it with Joey Crawford. Reggie Miller, before he stepped to the line, said, look at the bird, looking at the clock as the lead continued to grow in his favor.
And Reggie Miller now with 30 points. There's the explosion we talked about.
And they did not want to have to go back to Indiana to play a Game 7. That's going to be some rise back for them.
You ignore this and say, look, getting to the finals is not enough. We got to win this thing. And you think Rookie of the Year for the New York Knicks. They said he wasn't good enough anymore after teaming with Patrick Ewing for some great years.
Larry Bird prohibited that little shimmy, but I think he can probably do it tonight if he wants, as Reggie Miller's point total continues. He started with 5 points in the first, got 4 in the second, 8 in the third, and then it was Miller time. 17 in the fourth quarter, 34 in the game.
Congratulations to the Indiana Pacers. Well deserved. The best team all year. They proved it during the regular season and during the playoffs in the Eastern Conference.
So the final score, 93-80. The Indiana Pacers on their way to the NBA Finals for the first time in their history.